Also today, I am in Houston, Texas again. Elizabeth had some more appointments and I am now heading into... Normally have some pretty good luck in this Goodwill, so let's go in here and see if I can find some Christmas decor today. Today's thrift haul will be shared all throughout the video. Okay, here's a tip for you. As you can see, I'm very interested in this piece, but I want to make sure that all of these drawers open nicely. None of them are broke. I don't want to get home and have any surprises. So what I like to do is if I'm interested in something like this, especially if it has a drawer, I will take it down, pull all of the tape off, open and close each and every drawer and make sure that they will open and close smoothly and that I don't have any problems or any surprises once I get home. Now this is a makeover piece. This is going to be a future thrift flip project, but y'all, I cannot leave a good piece like this in the thrift store, especially when it's only $6.99. I see the potential in things. I see the beauty behind the yellow and the orange. I mean, this is probably very cute for Halloween for somebody, but this is definitely not my color. And I'm thinking, I still have a shelf that I got at a garage sale, and I need to buy some paint stripper for it and try to strip it down to the wood. Now, I don't know what this one, the wood, because I can't find any pieces of the natural wood anywhere. It's like whoever painted this, like they painted every little piece. So I don't know. This may have to be a repaint. Now, when I was in Goodwill, this was all in there. I did untape it because I also like to double check and make sure that all of the drawers... Oh my goodness. Y'all, do you see what I see? Oh, how funny. I was just talking about pipes. I totally forgot that these were in there when I looked at that at the store the other day. Like I did open this and try to kind of see what was in here, and I thought that's what that was. Y'all, look at that. My dad used to smoke pipes, and I don't even know. I didn't see all of this. I do not know what this must have been. Somebody's like craft little thing. I definitely need to get this stuff outside. This is why I like to clean my stuff off outside, but it's actually cold here in Texas, so I didn't want to be outside. But I'm going to go set this on my porch until I can get it cleaned off and disinfected and do a little makeover on it. But y'all, this is just precious. I think once it's made over, either, you know, sanded down, probably have to paint it because I don't see any natural wood. Oh, wait, there might be. That might be the wood right there. I see. Okay, so it looks like it's got a couple layers on it, but I don't know. I'll try to strip it. If not, I'll just paint it. But y'all, I just love these. I love to use these as risers. They're so beautiful. You can open the little drawers and hang stuff out of them. Could you just imagine some little butter pats kind of propped up, a doily, I don't know, maybe a candle on the top. I don't know, y'all. Just the possibilities are endless. I could not pass up this old beaten up wooden cutting board. It looks like a breadboard and I love it. Now, I do not normally use cutting boards like this with my own food that come from the thrift store if they're wood like this, but I will use this for layering. Like, I don't know, just say for example stuff like this. I have it in this little tray, but I could put that stuff on here. Now, I was also on the hunt for a basket very similar to this that had like a very wide top. And the reason I was looking for that is I wanted to cut the bottom out and use this as a one of those tree skirts that you see at Hobby Lobby and stuff that's made out of the baskets. Well, I was trying to figure out how I could make my own out of a basket from the thrift store for a smaller Christmas tree that I have in the kids' rooms. I don't think that one would have been big enough for the base of the Christmas tree, so I decided to put it back and just keep on looking. Okay, so I wanted to say thank you so much for stopping by my video today and coming thrifting with me. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. And I have a quick question for you. I make a from scratch cornbread dressing, and I wanted to see how many of you would be interested in me sharing that on Tuesday's video. We are having our Thanksgiving dinner early because I have a son-in-law who has to go back to work and he will not be here on Thanksgiving Day. So anytime that happens with one of my kids or my son-in-laws, or even my husband, which he's never had to do that, but if he did, we would always have it early so that we could always be together. And then we just go out to eat on Thanksgiving Day or something. So that's the case this year. Well, with that being said, I could film how I make my homemade cornbread dressing for y'all and post it with my thrifting video on Tuesday. So let me know if you would be interested in seeing how I do that. I use my grandma's cornbread recipe, buttermilk cornbread recipe, and y'all, it is so good. So just let me know if that's something you would be interested in me adding to a thrifting video on Tuesday. Can you even stand it? Look at this. Look at this little sled. I could not believe that they had this little sled there. I mean, I say little, it's pretty big. It's got this little rope on it here. Now, I'll tell you what I'm not crazy about. I'm not crazy about this. And I don't even know how much I love the bells. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this stuff off and try to put just a green wreath there. And then maybe just put these bells in a little just green wreath that I have. I don't know. I just don't like this. I don't like that green. I don't know. There's just something about that part there that I don't like. But this big sled was only $7.99. So there is a place on my fireplace where I've been saying that I wanted to have a little sled that I could just kind of lean up on the fireplace, and this is going to be the perfect size. I needed something with a little bit of height on one end of my hearth of the fireplace, and I think that this is going to be perfect. After I tweak it a little bit and fix these bells, maybe put a wreath, rearrange this a little bit. I don't even mind this red because it has somewhat of that just country red looking color that I love. But y'all, this is so cute. This beautiful wreath. Y'all know I just picked up a wreath the other day and I think I paid $7.99 for it. And it was at that thrift store that I told y'all I feel like is always overpriced. And y'all, look how beautiful this wreath is for only $5.99. I couldn't believe it that Goodwill had this wreath for $5.99 because it is pretty big. And I love everything about it. I don't even have to do anything to this one. But we did have to go to Tractor Supply and get some feed the other day for our chickens. And this is what I thought I would do with this wreath, just to kind of make it my own. is I bought this little sign. It says the chickens were nesting all snug in their beds while visions of egg laying danced in their heads. Y'all, is that just not adorable? This was, I think this was $10, but I couldn't stand it. I had to have it. It was so cute. Yeah, $9.99. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get probably some jute string or just something, and I'm going to kind of hang this sign in the middle of this wreath. It matches perfectly with the red, I feel like, and it's going to be so cute, and it's just like a customizable, I don't know if I should put it like down here. I'm trying to get it where y'all can see, or just kind of hang it like that. But I thought that would be so cute to kind of personalize this. And it also has these little holes like right here on the side. So I guess I could, you know, use wire or something and string it over here. I don't know. Y'all will see it soon enough, all styled in my house. But I did pick this up for Christmas for only $5.99. Okay, y'all, so you know that every thrift shopping trip that we go on has a mystery piece in it. And this is no different. So what is this, y'all? I thought maybe it was some sort of gigantic plant stand. I wasn't really sure, but I was intrigued by it. And I thought, well, you know what? I can't figure it out. But I know that some of my friends here on YouTube, they will know exactly what it is and be able to share it with all of us down in the comment section. Okay, and I wanted to take just a quick minute to tell all of you who commented on my video last Tuesday, thank you very much for all of your sweet comments. I did something in last Tuesday's video that is just way out of my comfort zone, and I believe that some of y'all know my personality well enough to know that that was not my usual thing and that I was probably a little uncomfortable, but your comments made me feel so special and so sweet, so I just wanted to take a minute and tell you thank you to all of you who still share kindness in the world and encourage each other. And it just really lifted up my spirits and it made me feel good. So thank you so much for just being kind. Okay, y'all, Julie's Lampshade Chronicles, they just continue. I don't know, y'all. I have this thing with the lamps and lampshades. Every time I go to the thrift store, I feel like I just have to look at them. And then I always find something that I really love. And so then I'm like, well, what could I switch out? Well, I could move that lamp out or move this one here. That, you know, the struggle is real. Are you a lamp lover? Y'all, I don't know what it is. I just love lamps. Now, the little lampshade that I carry around in my buggy for most of this trip, at the end of the shopping trip, I do end up putting that back because I felt like it was too small. The color was perfect, but I felt like the size was not perfect. Now, when I'm comparing the two here, the one on the left looks a lot like the one on the right, but I felt like it was going to be too big and the color in store was a lot more yellow than it's coming across on video. So at the end of the day, I did not bring a lampshade home. Okay, y'all, and I am still determined to find some beautiful material while I'm out thrift shopping to make some primitive stockings with. I do not want to go to Hobby Lobby and buy it new. I know I can get it on sale and all that good stuff, but y'all, I really want to find some out at the thrift store. It's just more meaningful to me for some reason to find it in a thrift store. So I'm going to keep on searching because I still have plenty of time to make those. I know some of y'all are probably thinking, why in the world did you pay $4.99 for these? If you look at old country decor, like in old magazines or online, you will see that they have things like this just propped up. Let me show y'all. Say, for example, you see this tin here with the Christmas trees on it. Okay, well, that kind of gives you an example. You can use these little tins. They look beautiful hanging like on a wall or just propped up and leaned up against something with something in front of them. I don't know, y'all. When I saw this, I said $4.99. Oh, my goodness. But I fell in love with these old, crusty, chippy-looking muffin tins, y'all. And I do not intend on using these for baking. I fully intend on using these strictly as little backdrops or decor in a vignette or something. I just love them very much. And they 100% look like they belong in an old country house. So I grabbed those. Okay, so I actually did need/want a mini muffin tin for baking muffins in. And I carry this one around again in my buggy like the lampshade all throughout the shopping trip. But when I was doing inventory at the end, upon closer inspection, I took my fingernail because there was a little spot that looked like rust. And so I was trying to see if it was maybe just food stuck on there. And when I took my fingernail to try to get that part off, because I wanted to make sure it wasn't rusty or, you know, that Teflon stuff that comes off really easy and can get in your food. Well, I believe that it was, because when I took my fingernail and just barely kind of scratched that spot to see if it was like a crumb or something, a whole piece of like the pan just scratched off, and I didn't even scratch it that hard. So I was like, no, thank you. I don't want one of these, because I don't want stuff leaching into my foods. I'm really funny about that. So I'm just going to keep on looking. And y'all, these canisters right here, they look vintage and they are beautiful. I wish that I had somewhere to put those canisters because I kind of have a slight obsession with canister sets also. But anyway, I did leave those at the Goodwill for somebody else. And then y'all, can you even believe that this was in that Goodwill for $9.99. I know that this may not be worth very much to some people, but this is the brand of CorningWare that I collect. And I was just looking at some of these at an estate sale, I don't know, maybe a couple of months ago, and they were ridiculously priced. I'm talking like $25, $35 without the lid. And so to find one with the lid for only $9.99, I could not get this thing in my buggy fast enough, y'all. And I only have 2 other pieces like this. And I just love the colors. Plain and simple, I love the colors. My mom got me started on these, and I think that's why it's so special to me also. And I was going to show y'all here underneath, if you're ever curious to know if it is actually CorningWare, you can look underneath the little handle. This is called the Spice of Life pattern, and it is my absolute favorite. Now, you probably saw me in the store, took the lid off in the store, and I checked the lid, and I checked this, and I looked really good for any cracks or anything. And I like to look on the bottom and just make sure, you know, that there's no burnt spots or anything like this. Anything like that, excuse me. And this one seemed to be in pretty good shape. So I cannot wait to use this to, excuse me, oops, sorry, no, that was loud, to cook something in, y'all, and for only $9.99. All right, in no way, form, or fashion did I actually need this butter dish, but it is beautiful. As you can see, it was only $1.99, and I think that the pattern on this butter dish is just gorgeous. Now, one thing I do like about this butter dish is look at these beautiful scalloped edges here, and it does not stick out. Like my other one kind of sticks out pretty far, and so where I like to sit it over by my stove when I use one like this is it takes up a lot more space, and this one does not. And this one has the little handles on the end. I don't know, I just think that this one is gorgeous. Now, I've learned my lesson, and a couple videos ago y'all saw that I got something that was really chipped. So I did take the lid off of this while I was in the store, and I went around and made sure that all of the pieces underneath the tape and underneath this lid were smooth and not chipped. So just remember that tip. Even if it is taped, just pull that tape back real gently, you know, without messing up their stuff in case you decide you don't want it. That's what I did. Just pull it back and just try not to mess up their tape. And then just very gently go around the edges and make sure that nothing is chipped or broken, especially around the taped parts, because I feel like that's where people are not real apt to check, especially in the store if you feel like, you know, you're in a hurry or something. But I do encourage you to check. Learned my lesson to check my glass pieces especially. But y'all, this piece, I love it very much. Let me show you again with it open. Look at the pattern on the bottom. And with Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up, this will be good because we have such a large family that I have some people sitting over here and some people sitting over here. And I will be able to have 2 butter dishes plus my little butter bell to like put on the bar by the rolls also. So very good deal for the price. Okay, y'all, and I really thought that these Johnson Brothers ironstone plates were beautiful. They caught my attention. They were $4.99 a piece here at Goodwill. They look like they were in someone's booth for maybe $10 a piece, which is probably why Goodwill had them like half of that price. And then I found what looks to be milk glass bowls. These are also beautiful, but I don't know how to tell if it is actually milk glass. Maybe y'all can help me out there. And I know that if you are in the resellers world, these Johnson Brother plates might have been a really good deal, and you're probably wondering why in the world didn't I pick those up? Well, because I am not a reseller. I've mentioned that many times before, that just because something has value in a thrift store doesn't mean I'm going to pick it up because I don't resell. Y'all, that's everything that I got on that Goodwill trip. So I hope that y'all enjoyed going thrifting with us. I hope that you enjoyed seeing my thrift haul and how I plan to use it. And I will be showing you how I am using a lot of these Christmas items coming up very soon. We hope that y'all have a wonderful weekend. We love y'all, and we'll see you next week with a brand new video.